walls, cars were stuck, trees came down. That's just part of what communities in Southern California had to deal with on Saturday as heavy rain fell across that region. The good news this morning is evacuation orders in Los Angeles County have been lifted. We're also not seeing any major injuries or significant property damage. State officials say part of the reason is first responders were prepared for the worst.
Crews are out reconning, looking for any potential hazards, access routes, that in the event that something were to happen, that at least we know how we could get in, how it could be assistance, where we could stage apparatus.
Evacuation orders are still in place in San Bernardino County, which is a more mountainous region north of Los Angeles.
Are you surprised at that? That they would still be evacuation orders?
No, I mean, there's another round of heavy rain coming late tonight into tomorrow for that area. But just to put into perspective, parts of LA and Ventura counties yesterday picked up 3 to 5 inches of rain. Mm-hmm. That on top of burn scars, remember, that means all the vegetation is burned, which typically soaks up that rainfall. It all turns to runoff, which is why the threat for mudslides was just so significant, and those evacuations were necessary. So it's good news, I guess, that they are allowed to go back. It means that the rainfall they expect today, maybe not as significant, but another round of heavy rain into tomorrow morning. We talked earlier, downtown LA saw double what they typically see for the entire month of November in one day yesterday. So those atmospheric rivers really can pack a punch. Not great that we're seeing another round of heavy rain into tomorrow morning, but nice to see a bit of a lull for Southern California today. Let's talk about us. We've got our own weather worries. Looking gorgeous outside, and you know, that 54 degrees doesn't feel too bad either. A lot of sunshine, a lot of blue sky this morning, but look at that wind. It is already starting to really whip in parts of the tri-state area. We'll start with the good news, and that's the temp. It's comfortable. 58 right now in Iceland, 55 for Morristown, 56 for Belmar, 55 for Bridgeport, but this is it. This is as warm as we'll be. We actually get colder as we head into this afternoon, thanks to this cold front that's also bringing the wind. We're looking at wind gusts right now to 36 miles per hour in Newark and Poughkeepsie, 26 in White Plains, but White Plains and Newark have each seen a peak gust of 40 so far this morning, and we are just getting started. Peak gusts aren't really even expected until we hit midday. Between about noon and 5 p.m. is when we expect the strongest wind, and in New York City, that's hovering right around 40 miles per hour, but we could see gusts up to 50 miles per hour for the county shaded in brown here. That's your wind advisory. It begins at 10 a.m. but doesn't expire until 7 p.m. And when you have wind gusts in the realm of 40 to 50 miles per hour, that certainly can produce wind-related damage. It's something we're watching really closely through this afternoon and evening. And this wind is brought in by a cold front. So I know we're enjoying the benefits of that warm front this morning with the milder temperatures. That warm front also brought us the rain yesterday evening. But now that the cold front is clearing the area, the colder air is beginning to filter in, and that's what we'll notice heading into the second half of Sunday. Also have to mention the potential for a few scattered showers. Radar picking up on that through the lower Hudson Valley right now. A few flurries for the higher elevations as well. Can't eliminate the possibility of a few spot showers here or there, but even with that slight rain chance, I think the bigger weather headline is going to be the wind. It's just the more impactful part of the weather today. So as we put Futurecast into play, pause it here at noon. This is really when we expect those peak gusts to take hold, and you'll notice the numbers there. This is when they start to back off. So we do begin to get colder beginning about noon through the second half of our Sunday, and it will be quite chilly by this evening as the whipping wind continues. That means the colder air is in place by the time the sun rises tomorrow morning. It's right around 30s seems to be the range for the tri-state, and then tomorrow's highs in the low to mid 40s. So that puts us almost 10 below the seasonal average as a brisk breeze continues. But when you factor in the wind to that colder air, it's going to feel like winter. Winter coats needed as you head out the door tomorrow morning, with wind chills generally in the 20s, and then even at our warmest tomorrow with air temps in the 40s, it will feel like 30, so winter coats probably on all day long Monday. Today is the gustiest, peak gusts in the city near 40, but tomorrow is still breezy enough to be a nuisance. Then we'll weaken that wind heading into the middle of the week. So here's a look at the day planner. A few spotty showers possible this morning, but generally mix of sun and clouds this afternoon. Peak gusts pick up by about noon, and after that, temps fall. So the mildest air will feel all day. Happening right now, we get colder into this evening. Tonight, a clear sky, breezy wind, and lows in the 30s. And then tomorrow, we continue with that brisk breeze under a mix of sun and clouds. Highs capped about 10 below normal, but feeling even colder because of the wind. We do settle into a stretch of cool conditions for the work week ahead. Highs hold in the 40s through Thursday. And it looks like milder air finally returns as we head into the coming weekend. That was the AccuWeather forecast. We'll be right back.
Thank you, London. Merry Christmas. Are you sure you're okay with getting home tomorrow without it? We'll be fine, bud. I cannot miss Christmas. Let's get home. Rolling. Guys, I've got this. I know Glenn Powell from Top Gun. Just gotta be really loud. No, dude, it's quiet. No, it's loud.